There's just one day until Victoria decides, and new polling has revealed voters don't want the controversial Suburban Rail Loop. Like to Georgia Simpson at State Parliament this morning. Georgia, take us through the research.
Well, Peter, whopping 80% of voters in the area that will benefit most from the Suburban Rail Loop say they don't want this project because it costs too much. This polling has been commissioned by the Herald Sun and it's been published in today's paper, and it shows that just 20% of people in Melbourne's southeastern suburbs, where the first stage of the rail loop will be built between Cheltenham and Box Hill, think the price tag is value for money. Now, the Federal Parliamentary Budget Office has stepped in and they will begin to examine just how much this project costs after the Premier, Daniel Andrews, was unable to give an exact figure. This is after the federal MP, Michael Sukkar, and the federal opposition infrastructure spokesperson, Bridget McKenzie, want the project costed, as it actually hasn't been ticked off by Infrastructure Australia. Also because the federal government has contributed $2.2 billion to the project so far. Victoria's Parliamentary Budget Office has estimated the first two stages of this project will cost about $125 billion. At the 2018 election, the figure the Andrews government went to voters with was $50 billion. We've heard repeatedly that the opposition leader, Matthew Guy, if he's successful on Saturday, if the coalition make it into government, they say they'd shelve the project and redirect all available money into the state's under-pressure healthcare system. Meanwhile, Pete, the Premier, Daniel Andrews, has bucked tradition and he's cast his vote early, not in his electorate. He quietly voted last night with his wife, Kath Andrews, and his eldest children, Noah and Grace, at an early voting booth near Parliament House. This has prompted outrage from former Liberal Premier Jeff Kennett, who's taken to Twitter and said, "Candidate Andrews, I think, is asking the people of his electorate to vote for him on Saturday, but he does not have the decency to vote with them. What an insult to the process. How totally out of touch he has become. What an insult to the voters in Mulgrave." The Premier announced via his own Twitter, Pete, that he voted last night and said it was because there was a lot happening on Saturday.
Okay, yeah, unusual though, no doubt. Fair enough. Georgia, thank you.